意这里面放了些什么这么重？
我来，
呀，就天生力气大吧，电视节目里面经常有的。
好啦。
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today Mad World brings you the top 10 harem anime where the girls involved get jealous. Subscribe to Mad World and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. Make sure you watch the top 3 anime in this genre. You will definitely want to add them to your binge watch list. Let's start with number 10. Number 10. Ranma 1/2. Ranma Saotome is a top-class martial artist and prodigy at the Saotome Anything Goes School of Martial Arts. He and his father meet a terrible fate when they accidentally fall into a cursed spring. Now, Ranma is cursed to turn into a girl when splashed with cold water, and only hot water can turn him back into a boy. Things complicate further when Ranma discovers that his father has arranged for him to marry one of Son Tendo's 3 daughters in order to secure the future of the Tendo Dojo. Though Sound learns of Ranma's predicament, he is still determined to go ahead with the engagement and chooses his youngest daughter Akane, who happens to be a skilled martial artist herself and is notorious for hating men. The anime follows the hilarious adventures of Ranma and Akane as they encounter various opponents, meet new love interests, and find different ways to make each other angry, all while their engagement hangs over their head.
So it's true, you really are acting weirder than usual.
Am I acting weird? I'm sorry. Ranma dear, how many fingers?
3 fingers.
Do you know who this person is?
Number 9. School Days. High school student Makoto Ito first noticed Koronara Katsura at the start of the 2nd semester. Immediately he becomes entranced by her beauty, but his bashfulness doesn't allow him to approach her, even though they ride the same train every day. Instead, he snaps a photo of her in secret and sets it as his cell phone's wallpaper, a charm that, if kept under wraps, would supposedly help you realize your love. However, classmate Sekai Sainoji spots the picture, but instead of writing him out, she offers to set him up with Kodonoha. Thus, the trio begins a rather impromptu friendship. The anime follows the lives of these 3 teenagers as they traverse the joys and hardships of high school. Number 8.
そうよね。
Number 8. Is this a zombie? While investigating a suspicious house, Ayumu Aikawa, a 16-year-old high school student, is tragically murdered. Surprisingly, he wakes up as a zombie thanks to a strange armored girl, Euclid Hellscythe, who reveals herself to be a necromancer. Now an immortal, Ayumu sets out to hunt down his killer. One day while searching in a cemetery, he encounters a boisterous young girl named Haruna, fighting a bear with a chainsaw while dressed as a magical girl. When she kills the beast, Haruna attempts to erase Ayuma's memories of her, but he absorbs her magic for himself instead. Stripped of her powers, Haruna now orders Ayumu to take up her role of hunting strange creatures known as Megalo, monsters that roam the human world and terrorize the population. Kore wa Zame desu ka follows the exciting new life of Ayumu, where the supernatural becomes the norm. Number 7. We Never Learn. Naruyuki Yuiga works tirelessly to receive a scholarship. He soon successfully receives the scholarship, but under one condition. He must tutor the school's geniuses in their weakest subjects. Joining his new brigade of pupils are the math maestro Rizu Ogata, who wants to study humanities, the literature legend Fumino Furuhashi, who wants to study science, and Yuiga's sports-savvy childhood friend Iruko Takamoto, who is hopeless at everything else. The anime follows Yuiga as he tries to teach his 3 eccentric tutees in a series of strange and comedic antics. But as Ogata's and Furuhashi's ambitions conflict with their talents, will Yuiga be able to help his students achieve their dreams?
ほら、今のうちにさっさと行け。ちなみにこの仕事料はつけとくからな。
ありがとうございます。
Number 6. Koi Tosenkyo to Chocolate. Yuki Uejima is a member of his high school's food research club, whose main activity is eating snacks bought with funds allocated to them by the school. However, this peaceful and wasteful lifestyle is under threat as the upcoming student election draws near. Satsuki Shinonome, a major candidate and the head of the Department of Financial Affairs, campaigns on a platform that includes disbanding meritless clubs such as the Food Research Club, and redirecting their budgets to proper ones. Understandably, the Food Research Club is in an uproar over this development, with President Chisato Shumiyoshi vowing to preserve it. But what can they even do to stop the highly competent and popular Satsuki from getting elected?
何を見ているのかね、夢島君。ゆき先輩が僕のヤオイ棒を加えるところ。
Number 5. Mr. Nobunaga's Young Bride. One day, a girl who loves me will suddenly appear before me. School teacher Nobunaga has always been dreaming of such a gal game-like situation. However, the one who appeared before him was Kicho, a 14-year-old girl who proclaims herself as his wife. Appearing to have arrived from the Sengoku era, she mistakes Nobunaga as Nobunaga Oda and encourages him to conceive a child with her. Thus begins the age difference love comedy between a gal game-loving teacher and a Sengoku era expert princess. Number 4. Boku wa tomodachi ga sukunai. When Kodaka Hasegawa finds out that he will be transferring to a new school, he is determined to make a positive impression, and maybe even some friends. However, he soon gets labeled as a violent delinquent due to his blonde hair and intimidating expression. Although a month has passed, Kodaka is still alone thanks to his notorious reputation. Luckily, his life begins to change when he finds fellow loner Yozora Misazuki talking to her imaginary friend in an empty classroom. After sharing stories of their lonely high school life, Kodaka and Yozora decide to overcome the difficulties of making friends together by starting the Neighbors Club. Created for people who don't have friends, daily activities involve learning social skills and how to fit in, which will hopefully allow them to make friends. Joined by the Sena Kashiwazaki and other eccentric outcasts, Kodaka may have finally managed to find people he can call friends. And now, for our top 3 anime of our list. Number 3. Sugou Momo. In Japanese folklore, a Sugou Mogami is an object that has gained a soul, becoming alive and self-aware. There are 2 types of Sukugami, the mature Sugou Momo, who have developed through long years of harmony with their owners, and the aberrant Amasogi, premature spirits that are only born to grant the destructive wishes of certain people. Kazuya Kagami has never gone without his mother's obi after her death, be it at home or school. One day, he nearly loses his life when a Whig Amasogi attacks him. When all seems to be over, his treasured obi defends him, transforming into a beautiful girl. She introduces herself as Kiriha, a Sugou Momo owned by Kazuyu's mother. With Kiriha's arrival, Kazuya enters a reality he has never seen before, a world with gods and Sugou Mogami.
この遊戯において文字通り神
Number 2. Journal of the Mysterious Creatures. Yoshihito is a 23-year-old man who has no job or girlfriend. In order to make ends meet, he rents out one of the rooms in his house. While he's showing Lily, his first tenant, around the house, she's suddenly attacked by a vampire named Vivian. What makes things crazier is that Yoshihito notices that Lily is actually a werewolf. As Yoshihito and Lily start living in the same house, Yoshihito is scouted for an organization that maintains order of the parallel universes, and strange creatures, one after another, become tenants in his house.
万一我是在骗你呢？
拐了？
Number 1. Orasuki, are you the only one who loves me? Amatsuyo Juro Kisaragi is an average high school student who has 2 dates over one weekend, with the student council president Sakura Cosmos Akino on Saturday, then with his childhood friend Aoi Himiwara Hinata on Sunday. Sadly for Juro, both girls proclaim their love for his best friend Taiyo Sunchan Uga, the ace of the baseball team. Unknown to his friends, Juro's friendly and obtuse image is all a lie, designed to cast himself as the clueless protagonist of a textbook romantic comedy. A schemer under his cheery facade, he makes the best of this unexpected turn of events with a new plan. Get Sun-chan to fall for either Cosmos or Himawari and take the other as his own prize. But Juro's last-ditch effort is threatened by the gloomy Four Eyes Sumireko, Pansy Sanshoquin, who surprises Juro with not only her knowledge of his secret personality, but also a confession to the true self he hid for all this time. Each of the 5 students must navigate countless lies, traps, and misunderstandings.
それはではね。
あの時飛んできたファールボールからかばってくれたちょろ。
That's it from our top 10 list. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and share the video with your friends. Which harem anime are you looking forward to watching from this list? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to Mad World and ring that bell icon to stay updated with all our amazing content.